got kicked out. It said license key conflict. I'm trying to get back in again.
That's a close-up of my new character. Now, at the top of the screen, a half-orc. I've been transformed by a wild surge on my first spell cast in the campaign. So I was a human, Sul. Now I'm a half-orc. I'm gonna have to check with John, see if I incur any penalties or anything for that. Nope. Ready, check. Good to go. Okay, am I not hearing the Discord audio?
Hey everyone. We'll get started shortly here.
Sorry, you had the runaround.
So I figured out how to put the spell effect on a different layer, so people can don't have to worry about moving it around.
Oh, nice. Cool. What did it end up being? Is it an easy thing or?
No, I just have to. I take the picture and I put it in as a stamp, which makes it its own layer.
Oh, sweet.
So I can remove it, hide it as I want, for example.
Sounds like Photoshop.
Yeah.
I just have to make sure to lock it, otherwise it can be moved around. I guess we're looking here at the start of round 10. So to recap from last time, the elven mage disappeared and has run off somewhere. Diesel has found some footprint tracks heading north, and a little bit of a blood trail there. And I guess Jeremiah is close by as well. To the south, the dwarf that had fallen is back on his feet, and fighting with Graham and Guntag, and he looks well. He's wounded, but he doesn't look as bad as you might think for someone who had collapsed to the ground unwounded. So we're at the start of round 10. Roll your initiatives in the tower with whatever it is you're doing, please, and we'll pick up from here. I guess I'll have a few people to roll for since they're not here.
Oh, I remembered that human that could never be hit while paralyzed now.
Yeah, I guess.
John, do you remember, did I stabilize Randolito?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
He's so he was seconds away from death, but you stabilized him.
Great. Okay.
He's no longer bleeding.
Okay.
So that's a relief, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Right?
All right, let's see here. Who we're waiting for.
So, John, I missed the end of last session. So, what's my situation?
Well, you had kind of few people have looked at you strange, but they see that the half orc is wearing the same clothing as Banathor has been for a while now. So it they don't seem to be questioning too much while the fight is still going. And that's about it. I moved you closer so so you'd be able to see the elven mage that keeps hitting you guys with spells. But once you moved closer, something happened and he disappeared.
Alright, he's
Okay, thanks.
my thing.
Maybe an invisibility spell, maybe something else. Probably not a spell, since he had a spell cast on him that would make spell casting problematic. So let's see here. So Guntag.
Maybe Cloak of Elvenkind or something.
Guntag is going to keep fighting with his Morning Star, I guess. So let's see here. And we still need a roll from Moss and Jeremiah. So Jeremiah's not here. So let's see. Where is he? He's there. Going to assume he's got a longbow. And Moss. He's gonna go towards the end of the round, anyways. How's everyone doing this week? Good, I hope.
Well,
TGIF.
Yeah, good.
So, I rolled for Moss with his spear, but we'll see if James pops on. He may have wanted to do something else, but we'll see. So
Sorry,
we
I
start
didn't hear.
round 10. With the dog still.
Shoe puppy.
Let's see. That female warrior there has been paralyzed this whole time.
Seemingly, Islande has been too.
Okay. Okay. That would be a miss.
Oh, whew.
Okay. And the dwarf. Let's see here. Go to check. Okay. The dwarf, after going toe to toe with Graham and Guntag for a round, and seeing that Moss and Banathor are close by, he waves his hammer in front of him at the two warriors, threatening him, and he takes a step backwards into the spike growth and turns to run. Now, Graham and Guntag. You each get a free attack at him as he does this. You'll both get +2 to hit. Okay, and let's see here.
Read it.
He did say this. Okay, let's see.
Uh-oh.
Guntag clips him in the leg.
Yep.
For 14 points of damage. And what happens here is the dwarf gets this far stumbling. Spike growth is how much, James? 2d4?
Yep. Oh, no. Hang on. Bear with me.
Not quite as
Every
much.
10 feet, yeah, it is actually 2d4. Also roll a saving throw versus spell. If it's failed, its movement rate is reduced by a third.
Let's see here. So the dwarf is groaning in pain, both from his leg, which he's now favoring, but also the spike growth that he's willingly gone into. And so let's see here. So you guys know.
Make a saving throw versus the effect.
Yeah, is that to say versus being knocked down?
It's an effect called spike.
He made a save because he's still moving
Okay.
significantly quick.
Ooh. Oh. Well, hold on there, Johnny.
What?
For every 10 feet he moves, he suffers 2d4. How many
Every
feet
10
did he
feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every 10
So
feet. Oh,
that
jeez.
would be
This guy's gonna be Swiss cheese.
okay. Well, let's do that. I
Uh-oh.
think he's
Has he got boots of expeditious retreat or something? He's taken off.
2, 3.
Man, that's gotta hurt. Oh, jeez. Ugh.
Critical.
Yes. So he was screaming in pain the entire time that he ran through the spike growth. And it may have actually slowed him down a little bit while he was in it. But he still gets that far.
And even with that being difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
Wow.
You notice he's moving. You didn't really notice it while he was in the spike growth, but once he got out of it, he's moving significantly faster than before.
I want what he has.
Alan die.
I can't recall which way I was facing, but it looks like I was facing back towards the dog. So I'm gonna
Yes, you're
I'm
facing.
I'm gonna turn to the human, almost touch my hand towards the human's forehead, and launch a magic missile into him or her.
Okay.
That's the one true way I know that it's gonna affect the bastard.
Hey, Longshot. Thanks
Okay,
for
there it
dropping
is.
by.
Pop. This is so dumb. But just to get rid of her. because otherwise she's gonna heal and run away, I'm sure. Magic missile time. Oh, I'm 4th level mage. Should that be 2?
You get
of
2.
them? Okay.
Unless, let's just take a look here. Unless you have an. So you have that signature spell,
Yeah.
which I think makes you 1 level higher. Let's read.
Oh, cool.
So, 2 levels higher for damage, duration, area effect, range. So you get 3 missiles.
Oh, wow, cool. And I'm hoping these are hitting her, but I don't know if I've done it. But here's the 3rd one. Oh, good job.
Okay.
Total 11. And +1 for each one? No, that's already calculated. Oh.
So all 3 of your missiles thud into the woman in armor, and she can do nothing about it.
Pew, pew, pew. And then I look at the dog. Shoo, I said. And that's me.
I'll get it done.
Moss.
The waste of a magic missile, but still.
James, we're gonna have to increase.
Yeah, I got you at 200 and I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I probably turned the sensitivity down. I'm watching
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we can barely hear you. James, and I have to.
Is that any better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to listen to my sad voice, you're more than welcome to. I don't know how many feet I can move here. I think I can move 45, and then still make an attack.
Yeah, you can go 45 instead.
Okay. Let's see here. I think you had rolled a spear for me. I don't think I'm going to use the spear. I'm going to try to. Not a lot of great spells. He's pretty far. How many feet would you think he is from here? Maybe I can.
75 feet.
Ooh. That's a tough call. I'm going to try to stab him in the back with a spear by throwing.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's see if you can do that.
Oh, hang on. Yes, so you're going to be -5 to hit.
Wow.
Well, you can try, but you're -5 to hit.
I'll give it a try. I'm feeling lucky. I'll probably roll a 1 and stab my. Let's see. I gotta get him on the screen. Sorry. Big money, no errands. Damn, getting close.
Just missed it. The spear lands kind of right beside him. Just missed it.
Oh, hopefully he soils his armor a little. Do I still have any boot? Oh, no, never mind. I'm good.
I'm a bit worried about my appearance, so I'm going to cast Change Self to make myself look more like myself.
I think you still need a roll on that chart, right, for every spell. I think, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Now let's see. Where are they? Tables.
Okay, so adjust levels by -3. No surge.
Okay. So change self is let's see here. 2d6 rounds plus so that's 6 rounds come off of it, essentially.
Was it you that connected to it?
Let's see here.
My phone's been off.
Change self. Okay, so Baneth, are you, I guess, change your appearance back to yourself?
Yes, and then I'm going to move. How far can I move? 45?
Yeah,
Half
probably.
move?
Yeah. Does change self take the whole round though? It might not.
It's, I think it's a one segment
Oh, yeah,
cast.
one segment. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Diesel. So Diesel's dog. I'm guessing he's just gonna kind of pad up and sit next to Diesel. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that, everyone. Probably gonna ring again. If it rings again, I'm gonna have to answer it. And just kind of sits there. Graham.
All right. I see the dwarf tick off. I kind of sigh and shake my head. No, there's no way I'm going to catch him. And I am lacking in ranged combat. Look at the battlefield. Let's see. There's people need help to the south, so I'll make my way down there.
Okay.
So
sure.
I'm just gonna do my entire movement, which will leave me with no attacks, which gets me to 90. Where's 90 at?
18 squares.
Trying to avoid the circle there.
Yeah, so you kind of skirt the edge, I guess.
And that's my round.
Let's see. The horse is just sort of walking around. Guntag. Well, let's see. How far can he move? Get rid of that.
Lots of people streaming.
Tag. Oh. Guntag will chase after him. Can't quite catch him though.
Maybe we'll get lucky with initiative next time.
Hoping Jeremiah can cut him off and get him with his bow.
Let's see here. Right. The woman in armor that you've been pelting and stabbing and hitting with spells, she is retreating. So, Aelendai, you get a free. Oh God!
She's not
Sorry,
paralyzed
I gotta take
anymore.
her.
I want to say I had my bow in my hands last time I switched to bow or something, so I don't know if I get an attack.
Can you take it with a bow?
Yeah, I think I got one strike with the bow, maybe a second one last time, and I missed or something as well. So I don't know if I get an AO with a bow.
Might be better off just grabbing a tackler.
Yeah, that's cool. Grappler. That's pretty
Then
interesting.
Graham and Gummo can, sock her on the head or whatever is needed. Maybe we can
Well, if
question
you
her.
saw
I
me
don't know.
miss before,
Gummo has a dilemma that I'll wait until my turn to.
experience it now. So yeah, I'll jump on her then if that's a certain roll, strength or.
I can't remember how it worked in another game, but we effectively used grappling to hold down another armored person, and it worked like a charm. But that person had a ring of free movement, so it made it kind of iffy.
Right.
This person probably not so much. I can't remember how it gets rolled though.
Did she break free of some kind of paralyzation? I thought she was paralyzed or something.
Well, it's been quite a
wore
few
off.
rounds.
She's been
Yeah.
held.
Okay.
Yeah.
She has served her time, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll jump her with strength if that's the case and try and hold her there. But I'm a weak average person.
Yeah.
If you open up the
I
book,
could.
Complete Fighter's Handbook, under combat, there is a section on grabbing a person.
Just don't remember how to roll for that.
Right.
It's treated as a called shot.
Oh, okay.
You're treated as your strength ability score with 3 less. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah. I'll just roll, and if it's like a 20, then okay, cool. But otherwise, I'm sure I'll
I'm
miss.
just trying to punch him.
Yeah. Right. So here we go. No.
I don't think this
And it
dwarf's
looks
gonna
like
talk.
John's on the off call for a few more minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did post.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I had half a
Game.
sandwich
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Surprised we pulled through so well, given our rough start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I
we have
think
them
that
on the
the
run.
foes would have done better not to fry their own minions. That was that may have worked more to our advantage.
I need to start thinking about what this is all about.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to keep Brandolito alive, so we
Right.
could question him, because he must know they were out to get him, right? So
Yeah, that dwarf is quite the badass.
Yeah, I think he's got some nice items on him.
yeah, that like a sounds like
Dwarven
what they used
thrower.
to call the dwarven throwing hammer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boots of haste or something.
And he's got special boots.
Could be armor of haste, armor quickness or something.
Oh,
Ring
I
of
we're
might,
lucky.
I might have a chance, Adam.
Well,
But I came to kick the
maybe
dog.
get on a horse, maybe, and catch up. I don't know if that's too late, but
Might slow him down. I know. I have one shot at him.
Well, Diesel might be able to send his war dog after him. Sure, a dog
I'm
could run
gonna see
faster
if I
than a
can
human.
run around that tree and send the war dog, yeah. Maybe we can slow him down long enough to dogpile him.
That guy must be bleeding all over the damn place. Be easy
I think
to
he's got
crack.
some kind of regenerative magic too. It seems like he's got like like a periaptive wound closure or something. Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. It might be something like that. And then he also quaffed a potion just before the round before.
Yeah, that was pretty cunning of him to use the spike growth to his advantage
Yeah.
to get away. Yeah,
Yeah.
since he knew he could take the damage. That takes the iron-willed little dwarf. Yeah.
At 12 damage too, though, that's pretty shitty rolling. So that was lucky.
Yeah, John let him off easy.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a sight to see this dwarf rummaging through the spike growth, going, "Whoa!" He just ran through the whole spike growth.
Reminds me of the Die Hard movie when he ran through the glass.
Yeah.
Youch. Anyone know if John's relatives on his wife's side made it out of the Ukraine?
Yeah, they made it to Poland.
Oh, that's good. What a bloody mess.
Yeah. Now, I've heard Canada is opened up its doors to fleeing Ukrainians. I don't
Well,
know
that's
what
good.
we're doing in the U.S.
Yeah, we have a pretty substantial population to start.
Yeah, we got a lot of Ukrainians here in Manitoba. And there's a whole bunch of them, I think in Saskatchewan. What's that one town? I can't remember. They have a big Pasanka as it's like a little town knickknack. It's a big statue of one. I can remember the name of that place.
Okay, so let's see. Grapple is an opposed check, isn't it?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think is it a strength versus strength or something.
Yeah, it said something like I had to roll 3 less than my strength, and it was like a called shot.
No, you're actually rolling against his AC. And it's very convoluted.
Okay, so so she is wearing armor and the like. So she's like a warrior type. So she's her physique is kind of stocky and muscular. And she is able to shrug off your attempt. Although, if anyone thinks there's value, and I can read up on the grapple.
She's in heavy stuff. We can track her.
So,
Gonna last.
And she is leaving in this direction.
Wish we had another hold person spell.
Man.
You lose sight of her beyond the trees. Not to say that you couldn't go after her, should you want. Gummo.
Okay. I originally came to hack the poor war dog 8, but seeing the amazing fleeing dwarf, I figured I might as well take a shot with the only ranged weapon I have that can get to him, which is to try and blind him with continual light.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attempt. That might slow him down because it's hard to.
Well, he's
Is he in
within
a-
range. That's for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So, all right. Open the little thing here, and I will cast it. I guess.
Yeah, drop it on him, and it'll make him.
All right. So he's targeted, so I can just cast, or
Should be, yeah.
okay. And it's got the war dog too. So ignore the war dog, whatever his role was. Let me untarget the war dog.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Now I have to check.
Did he get it?
This-
That's the
this-
question.
Close. Let's see here.
And he'll be glowing too. He'll be easy to track, even in the dark. Follow that lighthouse. That has to be a sight to see. I read up on it. If he saves it, he kind of misses and goes like a foot behind his head. Basically, I'm aiming at his eyeballs.
Yep. I just
The 120-yard range. Right.
It's 120 feet.
20 feet. That is 120 yards. Is what I said. 60-foot radius. The 20-yard range.
Oh, that's pretty damn bright.
Are you doing continual light or regular light?
And you will light when I cast it on his eyeballs.
Oh,
I just got booted from the.
yeah, me too.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It must have hit. Like,
you didn't pick up my enemies out here.
well, yeah, it's kind of like the what would it feel like to be like an explosion of white light? Oh yeah, I should play the song for it if it works. That's coming up.
Okay, so yeah, so the table's working kind of slow here because of disconnected. So, it doesn't affect.
Oh well. At least it's bright, and I can't remember what time of day it is, but I don't think it's. I think it's like broad daylight. Terribly late. Afternoon.
Yes.
Oh well. That was my best shot. I'm waiting for the character to come back. But if you have access, you can move to the next battle axe a few dog turns on me.
Yeah, we'll just wait until people get back in. So everybody, 3 people connected in. So spinning circles.
Any other news out of Poland, John?
Well, the relatives got there, so
Oh, okay.
that's step one.
That's good.
So, anyways, that whole area around him is lit up. So, good tag. So, Jeremiah will be next. I think he would see what's happening because of the hill that he's on. So, he'll probably just kind of sit here and start looking around for tracks.
Some range on Greece.
Okay. So Jeremiah spends a little bit of time looking around, and he actually finds that there is a bit of a blood trail, as well as prints leading generally north. And Diesel.
Yeah. Now, in my head, my barbarian says maybe pick up what type of that was.
Sure as hell hear him. Clank, clank, clank.
Well, I mean, you can hear.
Would I be alerted to him and be able to run
Well, there's a big bright light. Just has sort of. Yes. And that would probably. Give me a wisdom roll, Tower. So, Diesel, your attention is attracted by the light, the sort of springing up, and you look in that direction, and you see the dwarf running at what seems to be a significant speed, being chased by
I'll do my best. That's a bush there, right?
Yeah, bush / tree, but
They're not going over it, right? So I gotta go around it, right?
yeah, around it is almost the same thing for you.
many feet can I go?
Well, you can go. You can move 150
150. Oh wow.
or 75 in attack.
Right. I wonder if you can get there.
Hit him off at the pass.
Can I try to attack him instead of hit him with my kind of running down?
Kill him.
Well, you can get there, but you can't. That would
I
be
just like try to play
equivalent.
goalie or something, defense.
That would be the equivalent of an attack, I suppose.
Okay. Okay.
You might want to run ahead of him, so if he keeps running, you might be able to
Yeah,
wad him or
that's,
something.
that's what I was trying to see.
Well,
which way I
if you
went.
can at least get adjacent to him, if he runs again, he'll get a free attack.
All right, I'll try to put it in this little squeeze spot right here. Maybe I can slow him down here because I think once he gets past me, no matter if I get here, he's in an open space. He'll go that way. So I'm just gonna try to.
So are you gonna stop there? Or are you gonna go a bit farther?
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. All right, I'm gonna stop. Actually, I'm gonna stop right. It's right here-ish. Give myself a little leeway. Maybe.
Okay, sure.
And then can I have told the dog to sit?
Yeah, sure, but he won't move until next round.
Okay.
Right, and Brandolito is still lying on the ground. Whoever casts a sanctuary spell on him, you know that it has now expired. And we're looking at round 11. Whenever, there we go. You guys can roll initiative.
Weapons.
Second here.
I'll get a better one this time. Before the door, anyway.
So we got that. Make a roll for Jeremiah. He will have seen you running over. The tag is still going to be trying to chase him down. Alright, start around 11. Vanathor.
Okay, I'm casting Evil Eye on that dwarf. So roll for my surge.
Right, sure.
It'll blow us up. Ooh.
Okay, -2 to the level.
Yeah, what are you casting?
Evil Eye.
Okay. Let's see here.
Wow.
Let me just read that spell. That might not be absorbable. Because that's magic damage.
Yeah, it's necromantic.
Worst kind of romance.
Okay, well he gets a saving throw.
Oh, it didn't roll it automatically?
No.
Okay.
Yes, he shrugs it off.
Oh, it saves a -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so let's see. Does it do anything else?
Not if he saves, I don't think.
No. Okay. All right.
Can I move?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll put that back to you.
Oh. There, and I say, Guntag, leave me a clear shot at him.
So we got gun tags. And the dwarf continues.
Quick and agile dwarf.
Yes. So, Diesel, you will get a free attack at him as he passes.
Ooh.
So he's basically heading north. Diesel, you get a free attack at him.
Oh,
You're right.
That sucks.
So,
I'd have gotten.
Diesel,
Fine.
you turn and watch this dwarf as he moves faster than any dwarf that you've seen to date, including Gummo and anyone else that you've actually adventured with. And he basically heads, he ducks under your swing and heads straight north, moving at an unnatural speed.
All right, guys.
Gummo.
All right. Well, I'll just take a hack at War Dog number 8. And there we go.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right, and
Hey, the dog yelps.
me. I already feel sorry for him. Making me feel worse. Like he's still alive, yelping. Like, "Arr." Right.
Right. Island Eye.
Okay, Islande's right next to pulls back her bow string and launches one right into it if he gets a free attack. And here's my attack against it.
There it goes. In the abdomen.
Yeah.
Get it with an arrow. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I rolled that in the tower versus on the dog. Sorry.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
want me to
okay.
roll on the
I'll
dog?
drag it.
Okay.
Yes. So the dog yelps and collapses when you hit him with an arrow.
Oh, victory is mine. I look at Gummo. I got one finally.
Just to get through the round here, Graham, is there anything you want to do?
I'm just gonna mosey on back towards where I dropped my spear, which is way up here somewhere.
The heck over there.
Okay. Yeah, let's see here. Next would be all right. So your war dog for Diesel definitely comes running over. And just sits down next to Diesel. Guntag. He will probably just sort of come up to where Diesel is and you guys realize that you can't really catch the dwarf. He's moving that fast. Like even Diesel, you observe that he's moving faster than you can.
Yeah, I mean, definitely noticed that we weren't gonna really have a good chance of stopping him.
You must have left the stove on or something.
That's how fast he is.
His curfew's wife is mad.
Ma, is there anything you want to do, James?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go collect my spear and maybe then head back. I think I can actually probably, heal Brandolito there for what it's worth.
Yep. So just closing out the round then. Diesel,
Yeah.
anything?
I mean, no, I don't think trying to chase that guy is gonna be worth anything. So, I mean, I'll step forward a little bit, or is he kind of running so fast he's out of sight?
Well, you lose sight of him with intervening trees and bushes and things like that.
Yeah, I don't think I would be the only one running after him. It'd be me and him by himself. I don't think I could take him by myself. I think I'll just stay here.
Okay. Okay, and let's see here. Jeremiah's warhorse just sort of standing by, as is Diesel. Your warhorse is kind of just standing there. The woman has retreated. Jeremiah is still kind of looking at the tracks, but he realizes that everyone else has kind of retreated back to the south, to the ambush point. So he's going to come back as well.
Brandolito.
Like so.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Is still unconscious. Okay, so everyone, you've killed everyone, or they have fled. The spike growth in time disappears and wears off. I'm going to unlock the tokens. You guys can walk around and position yourselves however you want. And I guess let me know what it is you're going to do from this point.
I look to the south and see if I can find Petunia, my horse.
I want to stick by Brandolito. It's fine if he's unconscious. At least we know where he is, and then combination. Make sure he's still arrested and not dead, and then maybe look at what's on the. Well, those guys are fried. I don't know. See if there's poke about for clues in the fried bodies of the brigands.
Okay,
Semi-fried.
so their armor is, they were wearing leather or studded leather, so there's not much left of that. The weapons are charred. All you really kind of have is burnt, burnt to a crisp kind of thing. Let's see here. We'll get rid of that. Why does it keep adding damage? All right, so Brandolito, he's you've healed him up a little bit. He probably at this point spells would be good if anybody has them.
Oh yeah.
There are some like attackers that died in the spike growth. You find that they were wearing studded leather. They had some short swords and bows. Um, Generally look pretty. Everything looks pretty mundane. You find a smattering of coins on them.
Do I see Petunia, or is she off the map?
Oh, I can see her. She's just to the south.
Yeah,
By Vanathor.
I
Oh.
just don't know
Yeah.
if
The horses have. Well, I didn't move them any farther, but they have gone.
Oh,
South.
I see.
That's
Yeah, I'll
So
go back to the party and ask if someone can help me track Petunia.
Well, I've stabilized Brandolito. I'm pretty sure I can give you a hand with that.
Yeah.
That's Moss.
Cool.
I wanna question Brandolita. Who are those guys? Why that dwarf want to kill you?
Anyway, I'm gonna head south with Brandithor, I think, here to try to find those horses or whoever is
Okay.
going to have them.
Yeah, so Banathor, in short order, your change self spell wears off, and you look like a half orc again.
Okay, I say to Moss, yeah, don't mind this. It's a side effect of my magic.
Yeah, I've seen stranger things, but yeah. As long as you don't smell like an orc.
Well, hopefully I can get out of this at some point.
See here.
Stranger things have happened.
Brandolito. Yeah, so Brandolito, I mean, he's in a lot of pain. He's not really able to move, but I mean, he's conscious. And he tells you, uh, it looks like I was going to be double crossed.
Those were your former employers?
Yes.
Uh, who are they? Who's the dwarf and who's the wizard? Elven wizard.
And the human woman.
They didn't feel it necessary to give me their names, although I know by reputation, um, where you find the elf, the dwarf will not be far away, and vice versa. I think the rest of this group we're just mercenaries, um, possibly possibly just hired for this job.
So it was a cleanup then. What was it they didn't want you to tell? Because surely they're going to come after you again, right? We hate to say it, we got all these minions, but they got away. What about the lady?
I don't want to talk about it, but she got away.
He didn't. He doesn't know. He didn't see. He was incapacitated by the time that she kind of
Yeah.
came forward. So he's at a bit of a loss. Yeah. So he passes out again before he can answer you.
Fair enough. Probably. Yeah. Use people with more skill and getting information. So
Yeah. So Banathor and Moss, the to start with, um, the horse leaves a trail that pretty well anyone can follow because it was moving at speed, and so the trail is kind of it's deep, um, and well formed. After about another 60 yards or so through the trees, um, you think that the horse started to slow down, and the trail becomes more difficult to follow. Um, I don't know if either of you have a tracking skill.
I, in fact, do not.
No, I don't.
Oh wow.
I do, however, have pass without a trace and have the ability to move through branches and whatnot very easily.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Any Noctua observation rules then for tracking?
No, observation would not be used for tracking.
Okay.
Let's see. So you could go back to the rest of the group and maybe get Jeremiah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Okay.
And if any of the horses are in good enough shape, you could mount up. No,
Yeah.
but-
So let's see. Diesel's warhorse is unhurt. Um, Sterling and Hammond have been injured. Like I think it's all through spells, all part of that fireball. I think that you got hit with.
Your light wounds.
Oh yes, okay. So yeah, Brandolito is doing a bit better. You know, as Moss is casting the cure spells on him, that the significant burns on his body start to change into sort of light pink skin, very smooth and soft to the touch as you heal the worst of his damage.
Hey, Jeremiah, could you give me a hand finding my horse?
He will, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Followed the tracks down this way about 60 yards or so, but then they became faint.
So the one thing that you may be concerned about is that the woman warrior fled to the south. But there are 3 of you, so I suspect you're okay. Jeremiah, well, he'll start off by doing some tracking. He notes that as much as you did, that the tracks start out quite easy to follow. How far do you want to go?
Well, my spell book's on that horse, so I'm willing to go pretty far.
Yeah, right.
Oof.
Yes, so I'm just gonna give you a little more information here. Kind of what you see in the south, sort of like that. The tracks of the horse generally are go in that direction, sort of southeast. Um, Jeremiah leads the 2 of you tracking as he goes. And he notes after about 300 yards or so, he kind of stops and stands up full height and kind of looks around to either side, into the bushes and the trees, and he slowly pulls an arrow from his quiver and knocks it in the bow, and he says quietly to the two of you, "Be careful. Something else is on the trail of your horse." And he points down with his hand, and you see a large footprint, about twice the length and width of a human's foot.
Uh-oh.
Maybe even a bit more. And the print is a deep one, like a couple of inches into the ground. And it's a bare foot. So it's not booted, but a bare, really large humanoid foot. And it seems to have come out of the bushes. And it heads off in the sort of southwest direction. Jeremiah tells you, I can still your horse is still leaving a trail, but whatever made this footprint here is following it, I think.
Okay, I'm going to cast armor on myself.
Perhaps we should go back and get everybody else.
Okay, that's probably prudent. Okay, so we'll go back and get the others.
Okay, so everyone else, Moss and Banathor and Jeremiah, come back to the rest of you with a trail that can be followed, but something else, some kind of a barefooted humanoid, probably Jeremiah thinks probably about 8 to 10 feet tall, and weighing probably in excess of 350, 400 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. So, well, what about we need to? Is it possible to? What are we gonna do about Brandolito? Right.
He's I mean, he's been healed to the point where he can walk with you.
Well, you can come with me. I'll keep pace with Brandolito.
Okay. So, by and large, I guess you're more or less trying to follow the order, the party order on the party sheet.
Let's see here.
Give or take.
I'll try to move to the middle. Because if I have Brandolito and he tries to make a run for it, someone else will be able to stop him. Or
yeah. So, I mean, those of you who have the healing proficiency, but just looking at Brandolito, you can tell that he can sort of walk slowly, but he's not in any condition to have any sort of quick or aggressive activity. So you feel pretty comfortable in the understanding that he's, even if he wanted to run away from you, he's not in a condition to be able to realistically do that.
Okay.
So we'll have Brandolito is between Moss and Gummo. tracks. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys head south, I'm gonna get rid of. Let's see here. Get rid of all these dead. Delete from background. Get rid of them. So Jeremiah leads the rest of you south through the woods. He points out the place where there's this other footprint that seems to be following the same direction that the horse was, Panathor's horse was fleeing. You all follow about another 400 to 500 yards, and you kind of come to an area where rather than just sort of having like kind of like the hills where you are on the current map, like, you know, where there's a bit of a height variation there and like a slope where there isn't. You actually see that the tracks that you're following are kind of headed straight for a bit of a rocky outcrop, which is it's got a few trees growing on it, but it's mostly like a rocky hill, I guess, surrounded by forest. And there's no real path, but Jeremiah can show you where the tracks of Banathor's horse are. As you get closer, he now shows that a second horse has joined the trail, and there are now more footprints leading to this hill or rocky outcrop.
So 2 sets of horse prints, and then is it multiple, like large humanoid prints?
Yeah, looks like it would be probably 2 sets.
Okay.
One set. The new set is slightly smaller than the original set that you've been following.
Okay.
See here.
Just go step in this mess and see what it is.
See here.
I really need my spell book.
Yeah, I would say that's like
It's too heavy for me to carry around myself. I only have a 7 strength.
Oh, oof.
Let's see.
for me. Huh. Really? Well, let me know if you ever need some temporary extra strength. I might be able to lend you some.
I'm pretty strong. I could do something.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Just trying to think. So basically, we're just coming to a hill that's got like a lot of like boulder fracture and stuff. This rocky
Yeah,
outcropping.
mostly. Like it's a very sort of rocky place here. I'm just adding you guys to this new map.
You know,
Okay. That.
All right, and let's see here. Okay. Hmm. There we go. So, um, there are trees, kind of right up, uh, almost right up to the base of this hill, hill, and the ground is kind of grassy and soft. But like as you get closer to the base of the hill, it's kind of changes to like harder stone kind of underlying. Let's see here. I'm just kind of getting everyone positioned. And then we've got, let's see here, get rid of these. Come on. All right, so let's see here. So you kind of come up. Right. So to the north and the west, like north is up. To the north and the west, you've got the regular woods or forest that you've been traveling through, and here you can kind of see trees and shrubs and bushes, sort of up to within 5 feet or so of the base of this rocky hill, and you see a rather big, roughly 25-foot cave entrance in the side of the hill. Jeremiah points out the tracks of the horses, plus these other 2 barefooted, vague humanoids, leading straight to the cave opening.
why is it always a cave?
So I just want to take a look at the face of this hill. I mean, so I know that it's gonna have shrubs and stuff that are get more sparse and a lot of boulders and stuff. I just want to try and take note of any boulders or anything, especially above the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the hill kind of slopes backwards and upwards above the entrance. The trees that grow on the hill are not meant. There aren't many of them, and they look rather miserable. Like their roots are tangled down underneath boulders and in between rocks and everything, and you can even kind of see as there's a bit of a breeze. You can kind of see the whole tree kind of swaying back and forth as if there isn't very much holding them there. The shrubs are small, mostly thorns and thistles. Small bushes that don't look They don't look out of the ordinary, except for the fact that they're definitely not as robust as you think they probably should be. Probably to do with where they're growing.
Good. Just take a mental picture. Examine the lay of the light.
Sure.
Okay. So, what do you think? You think they herded them into the cavern?
Probably the horses probably wouldn't go in there on their own.
I will
So
point
you-
out that I'm currently on heavy damage, and so is Gun Tag.
Well, do we want to try and set up out here and try and call them out rather
they
than
don't know
going
we're.
in?
They might not know that we're here, so we might have the advantage if we stab him in the back or something.
Well, yeah.
That or your horse is going to be stew in a few minutes.
Yeah, well, if we call them out, I could set up for a lightning bolt to get them as they come out.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
whatever
and,
you guys want.
Hey, why don't we use Brandolito as bait?
After all that
Please.
effort to save them?
Just
Please
bait.
have.
Hey.
He's easy to, he'll look like easy pickings, and then we ambush whatever comes out.
Well, he's half cooked, so maybe.
I've got
Send a dog or two down the hallway if that might help.
I've got a way of making myself unseen if you want me to draw them out.
Wait, could
Yeah,
you
I think
could you
drawing
get,
them out-
yeah, could you maybe scout first and see what the situation is, then we can decide.
Yeah, I can do that.
Right. Well, if he comes screaming out of the cave, we got a good idea what we're going to be doing. Either way.
Oh, I'm not that bad. And I'll where's this cave, sorry, entrance wise?
Thank you, Graham.
There,
Perfect,
yeah, I
thank
see
you.
it. Okay, now I see it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make my way towards this tree here, and the minute I pass the trunk on purpose for everybody watching, I'll cast my invisibility spell and make my way.
Fancy.
Okay.
Powers. There it is. Okay, I cast that and invisible.
Maybe hop right on the horse and get the heck out of there.
Well, that's it, yeah. So I'll try and be as quiet as I can at the same time while I'm invisible to you. And that lasts for duration special.
Yeah, I think it's until you attack, or I think it's long, like it's hours.
Yeah, the duration is quite long. As long as
Hey,
you
great.
Oh yeah, 24 hours. Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Don't
an
do
offensive
attack, it'll go away.
action.
Yeah, that's awesome then. So I'll try not to,
Okay.
and then
Sure.
see if I can
So
creep.
sure. So join me in the sidebar channel, please. Everyone else, maybe take like 5 minutes or something if you want.
Oh, sorry guys.
Sounds good. No, that's cool.
No worries.
And GM, how long does it take to scroll from a spell book that I don't have spells from? Give me a sec.
playing some more Elden Ring. After getting killed, it's scary. I'm all upset. She believes. She's really worried. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Where are you? Hold it.
Who's that early thought?
That's Morgan. Yeah, but
She made me what's that?
she's making fire flowers. Because the company is going to shit if she doesn't really go.
There you go.
Me and her are still gonna be friends. She's really awesome. So friendly and friends here. I don't know exactly. She says she lives like a 10-minute drive away from here.
Oh,
I don't know. But she moved from St. Bates.
$100. But it's all worth it. You're okay. Getting better, that's like a CG. Yeah, the Golden Ring stuff. It's still kind of cheesy, right? It's like, well, same place.
guys. So basically, I asked him, I said, just I'd come back no matter what happened. I'd come back and tell you guys first before I did anything. So that way you can hear what's happening and see what's.
Okay.
So at the beginning of this place, it's quite the 30-foot huge trunk that Jim was mentioning. That it takes immense strength. Jim also mentioned that the water seems, after bad weather, it seems to collect at the beginning of this cavern, and so there's quite a bit of morass or obvious, ways of making a trail. He mentioned that there's more cover going on the left of this cavern, so if we want to creep in, you guys can use that as cover. But for now, I'm just free floating. Oh, you're coming. Quiet.
Yeah, there's boulders, like large, tall boulders that go up 15, 20 feet on the eastern section of the cave, but they don't go all the way to the ceiling. So it's this big sort of irregularly shaped dome in there that's about probably 30 to 35 feet long height. Lower, closer to the walls.
And I'll tell the guys I'll go back in and keep standing for now.
Sure, so if anyone else wants to move closer, I mean, you certainly can. Things that aren't. So I guess we'll leave a good tag with Brandolita, just until you guys get in there. So yes, so now that there is no there is no light source in here, but there's enough natural sort of light coming through from the big cave that you can kind of make out.
I tell the guys I'll definitely give them an obvious signal if I'm in trouble. But I'll be right back.
Okay.
And you notice that there is a little bit of a gap between the rocks, kind of right here.
Okay, cool. I'll again try to stick on the wall with my hand as I move around, and keep following, looking for any traps as I go.
Yeah, just throw a roll in the tower, please.
Okay.
Hang on a second, everyone.
I just got cat scratches on her hand.
Oh yeah. Feature chicken.
You need one. Oh, I was gonna say, thank you for the help. Yeah.
Okay.
What'd I miss? Oops.
Not a
No, I'm
thing.
back. Oh, okay.
But we're inside. It depends on how.
The end.
we
We're in the lobby of the cave.
Yeah.
Oh,
hiding.
oh, all right.
And
Drag
Ayalide,
myself
who
in here.
used to scout, she came out and reported first findings. She's going to kind of continue doing that.
All right, sounds good. Does it smell bad in here?
There wasn't. I don't think anything saying about bad smells, but I could have missed that.
Yeah. There's a giant, like, tree trunk ripped up and on its side. That's one thing we know.
I just hope that's not a back scratcher.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a 30-foot. Oh, what did the GM say? Oak. So like with tremendous strength to remove it. Very, very old oak too.
I think this
Oh,
might be
boy.
mud or something. He said something about water collecting.
All through here is muddy ground.
Yeah.
So there should be obvious prints.
That horse just might be beef jerky by now, or horse jerky.
Back. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, Island Eye, you look through the gap in these rocks, and you kind of see that there's a little bit of space in behind boulders.
Oh, okay. So I'll head through there if there's no traps found. Being careful and quiet.
Yes,
So
and
again,
actually,
staying to the wall.
so it's getting darker back here because the natural light coming in from outside is being stopped by the boulders.
I'll try to do what I can without it.
Yep, sure, absolutely.
Be careful since I've got time.
Whoever cast that continual light, you got another one?
Just a regular. Yeah, that's right. Got a light. Yeah. I wanted to use that one though, because I guess I want to move blind.
No, the other one does too. It's just that it's not permanent.
Kind of see this area sort of widens and twists. Deeper into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hey, good. No, I saw those rolls in the background. That's never good.
Yeah, I'm just scaring you guys. It's me.
Hey, pup. What's up?
I've got these cavernous footstep sound effects going on. It's creeping me out.
see because of the walls in the way, but there's a bit of a glow from somewhere up ahead that looks like either torchlight from more than one torch, or perhaps like a campfire. And you do smell, you start to smell kind of a bit of smoke, and you kind of notice that there's a little bit of smoke sort of gently wafting up near the ceiling, which is say, about 15 feet.
Okay, I'll creep up to where I can look, and then I'm gonna go back and report the twisted nature of this cavern and how that's gonna slow down the escape. Get the horses.
So yeah, but there's the horses would be able to make it through this cavern. Like they're not that big that they can't make it.
Right, but just single file and slow kind of thing. Yeah. Now I'll creep up to the corner and try and look into this thing.
So yeah, so at the point where you are now, you look and you can see that the passageway opens up into a different cavern. And again, it looks like it's lit
Okay, I'll have that look. I'll go back and tell the others the way of the land, and then I'll come back.
You're not really sure how much deeper it goes. Like you can see, looks like maybe crates and planks.
Just enough to get the way. Before I do anything. Oh, that's not good. Multiple logs for sitting.
And you can see. But you do see the two missing horses deeper in the cavern.
Oh,
You do note that they have been unsaddled and just sort of standing.
okay, so I'm gonna go back and tell the guys there's 6 logs for seating around a campfire. The horses are definitely, taken care of in terms of being stripped down. Now, how much do you guys need the horses? Do you just want the gear, which might be easier for me to get, or do you want the horses?
So are you coming back to ask us that?
Yeah, I'm back basically in between going back to where I'm currently. And I
Well-
explained that there's 6 seated logs around a campfire, etc., and all that info.
Main thing I want is my spell book, and then depending what the danger
Okay.
level is, that's good enough for me if we need to book it, so to
'Cause,
speak.
yeah, I might be able to get your gear with no problem. It's just the horses. They've got this bottlenecked way of coming back. So if anybody's discovered trying to get the horses in the first place, it might turn into a very slow, death for everybody. Because that bottleneck passage is blocked by everybody trying to get back one at a time. in single
I
file.
think you should definitely get the gear, pull it out, and then we're safe with that. Then we can make the decision whether we can try to call the horses out or something if we want to try to save them.
Perfect.
That sounds like the safest play.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So I'll end up making that plan and going back. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about the horses ahead of time. If we can't save them.
Gods be with you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
so what? Everybody else, you're in the sort of the main cavern, the
Okay,
entry.
I'm gonna walk up here.
Yeah, like put yourselves and your animals wherever you think they should be.
Go ahead and light
Uh
the
huh.
torch. I'll
May not
stand
want to
on it.
have any.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah. We were here taking cover. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I'm also just scouting for any free boulders the size of beach balls.
Went ahead and lit the torch. and I'm
You know
standing
what,
here, so-
Gummo,
Yep.
you definitely see, there are boulders like that in the cave. They're mostly in the northern section, and they're just kind of strewn haphazardly.
Okay. Order section. All right.
Moss, you notice that these big sections of trees that have been brought in to the cave, it looks like that limbs have been broken off, and like not sawed, not chopped, but like actually just broken off. And as well, the base of the big limbs have also been broken. So
Yikes.
it's it looks more of a case of brute strength instead of
Chopping.
chopping or sawing.
Well, I let everyone know that this is just a firewood collection for whatever was in the cave, and if we get out of here quickly, we might not be put on that fire.
Boards for clubs. Guns.
Yeah, I don't want to fight a giant today.
Before I leave,
Diesel, I assume you're taking your dog with you.
Yeah.
before I leave, I tell the guys I wouldn't keep the horses inside here. If we need to get away.
Maybe you go down there with them and hop on one of those horses if you're friendly with it.
Yeah, for a quick escape.
Ride it out.
Yeah.
Who was going with? Was anyone going with Island Eye, or were you just letting her go?
No,
Or
that
leave
was
this-
talking about the horses. Whoever
Yeah,
the owners are.
But that's a step ahead, right? The first part was to see if you can just get the gear.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get back to the entrance point of this cave.
Okay. If nothing's changed, there's nobody that I can see or hear. I'll.
I mean, the horses are just sort of, they're not tethered.
Oh, they're
or
free
anything.
ranging.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're just kind of walking around.
Oh, God, that almost makes me want to take them one at a time. But I'll scout out further before I do that and look for the gear. That's the important part.
So
I can't.
the fire kind of messes with your sight in the
Yeah.
darker sections.
Yeah. Thankfully, I can see in color though now, so that's nice. But yeah, I'll again pick my way as close to the cave wall as possible, so that if there's open pit traps, I'm gonna hopefully avoid most of them. And I'll keep maneuvering around the wall as quietly as I can.
So in this northern section, you see another jumble of crates and rocks see there's a whole bunch of wooden planks sort of scattered on the floor to the north. They look kind of like pieces of wagons that have been broken down and busted.
Linde is not the most wise, so she has a bit of a curiosity peak, and she'll start looking at other things. Ooh, puppy!
Okay. Let's see here.
It's the Elven way. Just looking for names of the wagons, just so we can report back if we need to. Not touching anything, just and then she'll continue.
Okay, so here's a bit of
Ah,
that's towards the latter part of that is towards the north side where you are.
gotcha. Yeah. I'll make a little more haste then if I see that. Try to be careful as I step around it.
Yeah, so at this point you kind of realize you've done a circle.
Oh, perfect. And nothing inside has shown itself. Wow, okay. Shit. I'm just going to go and grab Petunia and grab it by the reins with as much slack as possible, and then
Okay, so they've been unsettled and everything like that.
oh, you did say that, right? So how about this then? I'm gonna look for at least the saddles, if anything newer.
Sure. So you actually look here. The document would- So that pile there, as you go by it from the north side, you see piles of tack and a couple of saddles. They're sort of thrown next to those crates on the northern side. On top of the northernmost crate, you also see a split humanoid skull and a scroll case, a leather scroll case.
Tension's
and
killing
a
me here.
small oblong box.
I just want the Giants to come home so we can get
I'll
the fighting.
carefully stow those then, and then keep looking for any of the more recent gear.
Sure. Well, yeah, you find the saddles and the tack and the blankets and the and
Okay,
the saddlebags haven't even been gone through yet.
perfect. So
Okay.
I think what I'll do, I'll try and take the saddlebag of the horse Petunia, if I remember what that looks like, if it's like stylized with Banithor's initials or
Okay.
some kind of
Um,
flair.
Those of you in the main the entrance cabin,
There it goes.
sort of watching, and you see Jeremiah retreat from the entrance, sort of bent over low,
Yeah.
and he kind of comes to the back to the middle here, and kind of motions all of you over with some urgency.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
When I didn't find them, guess what that means, guys?
He's coming back from the scout.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah tells you that he's spotted 6 large humanoids coming up the trail to the hill, and they let's see here if he recognizes them. I think he might.
Just see Eileen getting back all triumphant with the saddlebag over her, and you guys are all slaughtered in the front of the camera.
Still a good plan. Right.
Jeremiah tells you he thinks that they look like trolls, and there's
Oh,
6
shit.
of them.
Ugh.
So we got a dip.
What do you want to do?
Light that torch. Get ready to burn them.
I can try. I mean, I got an oil flask. I can. That's what we do. How much time we got? We can set an oil trap, and we can set it on fire as they walk in.
I could cast grease on the entrance.
Nice.
That'll help.
There you go. I mean, it's gonna at least stop them from coming in, but then we can burn a few of them. But it's not gonna be. We're gonna be in a fight regardless. But we're gonna be the ones trapped in here.
Yeah, but at least it's them coming in one at a time or single file if we even fight them through those tunnels.
Until Allendale comes back, we have to hold this spot.
Yeah.
How
All right.
how much space does grease do?
Let me check.
I think it's like a 10-foot circle. Right?
Hopefully it's
Am I
yards.
able to pick up this log right here?
No,
way.
that's like 30-foot tree trunk.
It's, yeah, 10 by 10.
So something like that.
Yes.
Is that a full 10?
Is it in yards too, though, or
No, it's
feet?
10 by 10 feet's the area of effect. Range is 10
Okay.
yards. Yeah.
Okay.
Could you shape it at all? Like make it long and narrow and like a
Thin strip.
as a tripwire across the entrance. So
No, it doesn't say any variability in the.
just attached.
Yeah,
Comes-
it's
You see is
comes
what you
attached.
get.
a set spot.
All
Yeah,
right.
33% chance.
Since we know they're coming, I want to. How far away are they? Are they almost upon us?
Jeremiah thinks you've got maybe a minute.
If we have anybody stationed at the entrance to give a signal, that would help because I could start casting a spell that takes a good while, and so it'll be ready when it gets here.
How long does that grease last for, Dwayne?
Yeah, it lasts for
Because you've got a bonus here. You're
yeah,
casting
3 rounds plus 1 round per level, and then yeah, I've got a +2 on it.
So 3 rounds plus, and then you're casting as the equivalent of 7th level. So
Yes.
okay. So I'm gonna just do. I'm gonna put an effect on you just to keep track of the grease. 10 rounds.
So, John,
Yes.
what I want to do is I want to animate like the biggest boulder that I'm capable of animating as a weapon, so that it's like a 9-segment casting time.
Okay.
But then, yeah, but that would be at the 6th level of casting.
What spell are you using for that?
It is a power. So I'm going to use my animate weapon power to make a. So basically, I can get. You meant, boulders don't come in cubes, but if you imagine it was like 22 inches on a side, which is pretty darn heavy. But I can animate that, and it will attack independently.
I have another idea, boys. I don't know. This might just save us the fight completely.
Okay.
I'd have to talk to John about it, but I might be able to leave some tracks at the opening of the cave to try to scare these guys off, but it might be too late now. Oh,
You got
okay.
60 seconds and you're in that cave back there? I don't think you got time.
Believe it or not, I think I can pull it off. But, John, I'm going to try to leave some hill giant tracks at the cave entrance really quickly here. I'm just going to wander over here, leave a big set of hill giant footprints and leading in here. If they're observant, maybe if the other people hide, they might see that and turn around and get the heck out of there.
Okay. So you notice that Moss is walking, and he's leaving huge-sized footprints that bear no resemblance to the size of his feet or the shape.
Pretty cool.
Big feet?
Luckily, they don't smell.
Like the old animated Bigfoot that
Oh, nice.
Not quite that big.
I love it.
Well, yeah, you get an idea. But I want to try to scare the living shit out of these guys. Maybe they'll just turn around and get the hell out of there.
Their house, man.
Hey, Jim, is that a stamp?
Yeah. So yeah, kind of, like that.
That's awesome.
And I try to make myself hidden behind a rock or something because I don't want to give them the illusion that, spoil the illusion by being seen right away.
Yeah, so we'll just leave that as it is.
What?
Newfangled program abilities. So yeah, you got tracks. What's everybody else doing? Because that takes Moss around.
I'm gonna try to hide as much as I can, and whatever is big enough to hide me over here. So we're gonna try to get these tracks.
Okay.
I'm also going to take out my Giant's potion and have it ready to down.
All right. So let's see here. Good old Brandolito. Does he have anything to contribute?
Should hide in a bush.
Yeah,
So
don't die.
Brandolito suggests that maybe they're just passing by, and we should hide and let them pass by.
That's a good idea too.
What do you want to do with you've got your 3 war horses? Where are you going to lead them, or where do you want to station them?
Put Sterling back here.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to move the token. I don't have anything locked.
I cannot.
I can't grab the horses myself. Oh well. Just hope they shut up.
All right, so kind of like that.
Sure.
Brandolito is going to hide behind the rock.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna find him if they just walk on through.
Brown is hiding behind the stalagmite.
Sit get further away. Oh, maybe that's good enough. I don't know. We'll see. Jeremiah might need to get back out of there.
Jeremiah is absolutely, he's going to be back here as well.
All right, we'll see if it does the trick.
All right. Okay. So, Island Eye, you at this point, you said you were grabbing.
Petunia's gear, basically
Yeah.
to put over my shoulder to bring back to Panatha.
Okay, so just the saddlebags then, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then I can move 120.
Yes. So
I'll be like that.
yeah, you'll be able to. So
That's my round.
all right. And at this point, those of you in the main cavern, you see. Where? One. You see the humanoids come to the cave mouth. And there must have been and Jeremiah. So.
Oh, great.
We were not ready for this.
Troll convention.
So when's the next game? When's the next party starting?
In 2 rounds, Ilende's gonna come around the corner laughing, going, "Guys, I totally have the spell book. What the fuck?"
Oops, wrong party. Gotta go.
Yeah. My favorite quip. This is not my office.
Well, okay. Some of the trolls are bigger than others, but you know they're all bigger than you want them to be.
They're all
Punched over green and 40.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
I just made the porridge in my pants.
Yellow, they're up.
And they just come, walking through as if they kind of know. All right, so we'll.
As if it's home.
As if they own the place.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Youngster teen. Number one son, mom, granny, gramps. Oh my god.
So they.
All right, so I'm gonna start doing my.
What do you do?
I'm going to animate one of the boulders, the biggest boulder that I figure I can animate. Right, approximately 22 inches on a cubic side, but round. And so that it can go roll out and be our advanced guard there in front of that the grease patch, right? So that's gonna just roll forward and attack. I don't have to control it. It's gonna do its own thing once it's animated.
Okay.
And it pushes attack. I think you have a lot of it. It goes on, and it comes down to that you have to kind of adjudicate everything. Like rolling is 30 to 60 feet per round. If it's a rolling thing, you decide how much damage it does. It's between 2 die 4 and 5 die 4. It's all up to how much damage can it sustain, depending on the type of object it is, which would be a lot of stone. It's all up to you. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. There we go. Which means knowing its speed, I'm sitting there in the background, hiding behind the stalagmite, doing whatever VSM I got to do. There's my.
Sure. So we'll do this. No idea how big this is going to be, so let's see.
I'm curious about the grease spell. Is it flammable?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I want that one.
It's the second biggest boulder.
Fire, and then have the rock roll into that grease trap.
It's like bowling. Maybe you can knock them all down at once.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And I'm gonna pick one.
It's a sizable boulder. You want it to roll.
Yeah. Want it to roll?
Let's see here. Let me figure it out.
I mean, they attack. It says animate weapon.
It's going to roll over their feet.
Yeah, do what you think is best, Rock. I mean, it's not a concentration or whatever. It's like it becomes its own thing.
So the rock rolls out to about here.
Love it.
After you animate it. Let me get back to that. Okay, so it probably didn't go quite as far as it might have. It kind of had other boulders to kind of roll over and pass. You think next round you can send it significantly So the trolls are kind of standing around looking at these big footprints, and you can kind of hear them gutturally, likely talking to themselves, and their arms are waving and they're scratching the back of their heads. And they look like they're arguing about something.
I happen to speak hill giant, so I think I'm going to take a risk and yell out in hill giant that I'm going to crush them and eat their bones, lick them, suck the marrow from their bones, and then destroy their family. Well, in hill giant.
Oh no, Ilinde speaks giant too. Shit. She's gonna hear that coming from the top.
You probably would hear it.
Oh shit, they're here.
Because you'd have another 120 feet here. So
Yeah, that's where my arrow is to map out the next movement
yeah,
round.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
hopefully their reactions will be poor, but who knows?
You would hear that.
Got my fingers crossed.
Let's see if I know that that's coming from a party member. Okay.
Yeah. You recognize Mom's voice.
Oh.
The two younger looking trolls step forward at the urging of the one in the middle, and they walk in like this.
I'm kind of hoping that the boulder will kind of synergize with the kind of ad hoc illusion, right? Like a thrown boulder. Yeah, he'll just do that.
If I take a round, we'll see.
And so for the attack, just roll on your main tab. You have the THAC0 box. Just drag and drop that on one of the trolls.
Ooh.
Okay, so the boulder goes. Let's see. Sort of is launched, and it kind of lands right beside the troll. Now, this is a pretty big boulder, and the troll is somewhat startled, but when the rock lands, he sort of sidesteps to here and is peering into deeper into the cave. You can sort of tell that he's kind of looking kind of in this area here. And the other one is also staring into the cave. They're not really looking to the sides. So Graham, you feel decidedly poorly concealed, although the troll doesn't appear to have noticed you yet. probably due to this boulder that just kind of fell at its feet. And I think perhaps this is where we'll stop, so we don't get into something that's going to take a while.
Well, Banathor, hopefully
We
your
went from
spellbook is
exciting
inside.
to more exciting.
Yeah. It's funny
You
too.
went-
I was like, "Oh, there's nobody in here. That's great," and not realizing I should go back and report that to you guys at the same time.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, this should
Well.
be an interesting one for sure.
yeah.
Okay,
Good
thanks
game, guys.
everyone. We'll well, I'll have to see what next week looks like.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Okay, John. Thanks.
Okay, good night.
Thanks
Thank
all.
you.
Have a good
Yeah,
week.
take it easy.
Thank you. Those of you in tomorrow's game, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you, John.
man.
Set up raid.
You're probably busy with family stuff, John. I'll talk to you later. Just
Okay,
message. Yeah, message me sometime when you get a minute.
Sure.
All right.
Talk to you later.
What? They're done. Back. Okay, who are we gonna raid? Who's online? Stupid. Hurt. AMD. Cooper by night. Cooper by night. Ramen frostbite. Oh. They're on break. Okay.